Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to take the time to address my top 4 biggest concerns for the mega server merger. We got huge news yesterday. You guys have all been watching the videos, giving your feedback on them, and we've just had non-stop saw news, and it's been crazy as of late. But I just wanted to share my thoughts, my concerns with the mega server merger, and just so you know they're out there and you guys can discuss these as well. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the biggest concern number 1 that I have, and a lot of you guys have been talking about this, I even tweeted at the devs to see if we could get an answer, and for PvP players and PvP servers like me on Crusader Strike, will people have the ability to have both the Horde and the Alliance on the same server? Because right now in Classic you cannot do this. I believe in Classic 2019, in that timeline, they brought us that when we went to TBC. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think early on in TBC, they got rid of that requirement. They definitely had it gone by Wrath of the Lich King. I know that for a fact. And I really think that this is kind of a non-issue in this day and age. Back in 2004 and Vanilla and even Classic, I understand it, but nowadays if people want to bypass that, they just make a second account or already have a second account. People that want to play both factions on the same server. I don't know too many people that are in like a situation where they want to do both and they just are a one account player. Like, I only have wanted to be Horde here on Crusader Strike because I've played Horde on Classic and all my friends play Horde, so that's why I play Horde. I don't really have too many friends playing Alliance or any desire to go on Alliance. The only thing I made an Alliance character here in SOD was to make a Paladin and make a rune video, but Phase 2 came out before I was able to get that done. So that's like my extent. I just went to a different server for that. It wasn't that big of a deal. So I see no problem by allowing people to do it, especially if the goal is to have one mega server and like people were on the other servers as Alliance and now they have to come here or will feel obligated to come here because all their friends are here. I think it is such a weird archaic sort of rule and gatekeep, because the people that it's preventing are already doing it. Like, if people want to do it, they'll just make 2 accounts and do it anyway. So I don't see a problem with allowing it, but that's just my opinion. My second concern is, this is really weird as well, but it's only allowing PvE people to transfer to the PvE server and PvP people to transfer to the PvP servers. So like, if you're on one of the other PvP servers and you're coming to Crusader Strike, you can only come to another PvP server. You can't go to the Wild Growth PvE server, which is really strange. I see no reason to have that barrier, because the issue I could see is like, people have friends playing that they started on those servers with and have either quit, or they have friends that are on other servers that they want to come play with. And I just feel like it is just once again, one of those rules that is just blocking something for no reason. They've even allowed people to transfer off of the PvP servers at a time to go to the PvE servers. I think it was like Phase 3 launch. And so like, having that there and then like doing this mass server transfer to allow people to go to essentially play where they want to go, PvE or PvP. I think it's just a really weird rule. I don't understand it fully. I would love some clarification on that, because once again, I just see it as a restriction to stop people from being able to play WoW how they want to with their friends. I see really no reason why you shouldn't be able to go when we're shaking everything up and trying to get everyone on a one PvP and one PvE server, if that's truly the goal. Now, the third one is with the economy, and potentially muling is the term I'm going to use, and I'll definitely explain that one to you as well. But essentially, obviously, with tons of characters coming over, max level characters, you can have as many mats and as much gold as you want, and I do not believe there's a restriction on it right now. And you also have the ability to create a character on that server, or unless, I'm not sure if the new character rules block it, but you could still do it right now because we still have a week. But you can make a ton of level 1 characters, have a level 60 gathering druid, and you could just have it herb and mine and get a ton of resources on a dead server with essentially no competition, trade it all over to a level 1, and then you take that level 1 and you use the free character transfer to bring those mats to a different server. So that is a process that has happened pretty much every single time they have done this. It's essentially public knowledge now. I don't think I'm giving people any new ideas, but it is it's a problem, and I don't really know the solution to it. Just maybe put a level requirement on transfers, but that could be a little interesting as well. But the initial shock on Crusader Strike and Wild Growth is going to be there. It's going to be pretty big, and it is because everyone's coming here with tons of gold, tons of items. But I do think, laws of supply and demand, while yes, we're getting a huge supply influx and a currency surge, I do think it will balance out once Phase 5 is fully underway. We see how many people are here. We see people needing stuff. We see people spending their gold wisely. We see people just pouring in to get their Phase 5 characters ready and blasting. And I do think because we will have a ton more people, while initial supply will be high, demand will equal it out because all those new people and characters will have to be buying things and using things and such. So I think it will be, we'll have an initial few weeks where everything is super low, but then I think it'll start to go back up as well. And that leads to some pretty lucrative, raw gold farming things that you can take advantage of. And it's something that happens when you see a super high pop server where just simply killing mobs and looting them for their raw silver and gold drop is a thing. But NSOD, with the dailies that they have, there's just so many options to make gold that I don't think it'll be that big of an issue, especially when players have tens of thousands of gold that they're just sitting on to sit on right now. The fourth concern and final one is more of some server issues as well as your guys' naming problem. So server side, we could see maybe a massive server queue that we saw early on in Season of Discovery's launch. Here on a Crusader Strike we had a ton, and I know a few other servers had 5k queues, as well as can the servers handle that many people playing at one time, because we will all be on one server. I'd imagine this is what they say when we've been wanting to try out this new tech and they have it solved, and they kind of flipped the switch and we were all able to go in on day one here on Crusader Strike. And then we've had a few queues now and then, but nothing crazy like 5-10k queues that we have seen in the past. So hopefully they have that fixed. It'll be stable, and doing the massive transfer a week before launching the next phase of content, I think is a little ambitious and risky for those server stabilities, but hopefully they have it under control and we'll see some awesome technology at work to make us have hopefully a fantastic Phase 5 launch. But just sort of a concern. And then obviously with names, yes, names are going to be an issue for this. I don't really know of any solutions for it other than maybe making your name that, then dash server, sort of how retail merged servers beforehand, and you could have it that way and everyone could play together. But without enabling cross server play here in Classic, which I don't even know is possible, I don't really think there are too many great solutions to this problem. It's just one of those things that, hopefully your name isn't too popular and people don't try to steal it and share it and all that. But it is a problem and it is a serious concern, and I can understand the frustration there, but I just don't have a solution for you guys. If you have one and want to drop it down below, I would love to hear it, but I can't really think of anything other than letting people cross realm play like we see in retail. But anyway, guys, those are my biggest concerns for the mega server merger that is going to be taking place in the coming weeks. Let me know what you guys think. If you think any of these problems, could be mended anyway other than what I've suggested, definitely drop it down below. If you disagree with me on these being potential problems, also share that opinion. I love reading all of them, whether you agree or disagree with me. But anyway, until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.